goodness have appointed the officers of leaders and county assemblies for the welfare of society and the just government of the people, we beseech you to behold with your abundant favor us, your servants, whom we have been pleased to call to the performance of important trust in this republic. Let your blessings descend upon us here assembled, and grant that we treat and consider all matters that shall come under our deliberation in so just and faithful a manner as to promote your honor and glory, and to advance the peace, prosperity, and welfare of our country and of those whose interests you have committed to our church. Amen. Honorable members, I confirm that we have quorum to proceed with the sitting. Clerks reads the orders of the day.
Order number 1, administration of oath.
Next order.
Order number 2, communication from the chair.
Honorable members, let me take this chance to recognize the persons who have seated in our gallery, public gallery that is. 1, Gift Mwawana Mtito Ande. Thank you. Jonathan Mwachenja Mtito Ande. Jonathan. Okay, thank you. Another one, Joyce Maina Mtito Ande. Okay, thank you. Lydia Mwariga Mtito Ande. Thank you. Patricia Mule Mtito Ande. Thank you. Mary Munyao Mtito Ande. Okay, karibu. Josephine Wakesho Mtito Ande. Okay, thank you. Don Digila Mtito Ande. Okay, karibu. Sarah Manzige Mtito Ande. Okay. Levi Mwambi Mwakio. Okay, thank you. Madam Philomena Mtito Ande, thank you. And 1, Raymond Juma, Radio Rama and Sheikh FM. Okay, thank you. Next order.
Order number 3, messages.
Next order.
Order number 4, petitions.
Next order.
Order number 5, papers.
Next order.
Order number 6, notices of motion.
Next order.
Order number 7, questions and statements.
Honorable Joseph Molega.
Thank you, Mr. Speaker, sir, for this opportunity. I also want to welcome the delegation from Tito, which is being led by my uncle, Dalton Oluma. Welcome. Mr. Speaker, sir, I rise to seek a statement of the status of Gandia Bohol. Mr. Speaker, sir, in line with parliamentary best practices, precedents and conventions, and pursuant to the provisions of Standing Order number 61 1 of the Taita Taveta County Assembly, which relates to Order number 7 on statements, a member of this House may seek a statement requiring the provision of information, clarification, or appearance on any substantive issue, circumstance, or matter of concern to the county government, the national government, or any public entity whose mandate relates to the management of services and leadership to citizens and institutions as provided for under the Constitution of Kenya 2010 and other relevant laws. In view of the foregoing, Mr. Speaker, sir, I rise to seek a statement regarding the status of the Gandia Bohol. Mr. Speaker, sir, during the financial year 2023-2024, a total of Kenya shillings 7,400,000 was allocated for the drilling and equipping of the Gandia Bohol. This project was intended to provide a vital source of water for the people of Motate Ward and its environs. However, despite the allocation, the project has not been implemented to date. Consequently, residents of Motate Ward have expressed concern that the funds earmarked for this important initiative may have been diverted or misappropriated to other projects. In light of the above, I urge the chairperson of the Committee on Water and Irrigation to treat this matter with the urgency and seriousness it deserves and to furnish this House with the following information. 1. The current status of Gandia. Thank you, Mr. Speaker, sir.
And I now invite any honorable member to make comment on the statement sought. Any honorable member comment on the statement sought. Honorable Peter Shambi.
Thank you, Mr. Speaker, sir, for this opportunity. Mr. Speaker, the honorable member for Motate Ward has every right to be angry with the Department of Water, Mr. Speaker. Mr. Speaker, recently the honorable member brought in a statement to inquire about the status of another borehole, Ndindinyi borehole that is, which is located in Modambogo sublocation, where we happen to come from. Mr. Speaker, sir, that has not been settled. The matter has not been settled to date. The members of the community are looking for their 4 million that was set aside by the honorable member to do that borehole. And Mr. Speaker, today we are here again. The honorable member is also complaining of another borehole that was initially designed to be able to provide water to the constituency of this same sublocation, Mr. Speaker, which happened to face a huge challenge of water shortage, Mr. Speaker, sir. Now, Mr. Speaker, I am standing here as a honorable member, but I'm also standing here as a resident of this particular sublocation to condemn how the department has been playing cat and mouse to us, the residents of this particular area, to the extent that we keep buying water from water vendors, Mr. Speaker. It is a shame that money is being allocated but this money cannot be traced, and we cannot account for where this money disappeared to. And Mr. Speaker, sir, I want from you, the chair, to be able to give very firm direction, because I would personally want to meet whoever is in charge of that particular department to come here in this house and explain to the members where this money for the first borehole went to and where the money for the second borehole went to. Because this is a precedent that is being set that is very dangerous for this county. And Mr. Speaker, tomorrow another word will come here complaining again of another allocation that cannot be traced in the budget and cannot even be traced on the ground, Mr. Speaker, sir. And therefore, I want, Mr. Speaker, with all due respect, for you to be able to take this opportunity to give firm instructions in terms of how members in this house are going to face this department so that we get to dig the truth, Mr. Speaker. Thank you, Mr. Speaker.
Any honorable member to give comment on the statement sought? Maybe you have something to add, Honorable, before I go to the chair.
Okay, yeah.
Or
I was waiting for you to go to the chair to give us the timeline.
Exactly.
Thank you.
Thank you. Resume your seat. I'll call upon Honorable Nancy on behalf of the chair to give timelines and also to commit the committee.
Thank you, Mr. Speaker, sir. On behalf of the committee and the chair of water, I would like to request 7 days to bring a report to this house. Thank you, Mr. Speaker, sir.
Statement seeker, Honorable Malega.
Thank you, Mr. Speaker, sir. 7 days sufficient because this matter, Mr. Speaker, it has to be taken as an urgency and very serious. So 7 days, it's sufficient for this statement. We get the full response in the House. Thank you, Mr. Speaker, sir.
Honorable members, I will also take this time to give some direction. Along with the Gandia borehole, let also the department concerned give a comprehensive response on Mdindinyi borehole, the one which has been also mentioned by Honorable Peter Shambe. So our clerks take note of that when you're writing to the department. Also include Mdindinyi borehole. Next order.
Order number 8, motion. Regularization and licensing of power saw operators within the county.
Honorable Jonas Solomon.
Thank you very much, Mr. Speaker, for giving me this opportunity. Mr. Speaker, before I move this motion, I wanted to thank the team, the development team from Umtito, for paying a visit to this house. Mr. Speaker, also wanted to make it clear the development team from Umtito and it is their initiative. It is the interest they had to pay a visit to this assembly. And Mr. Speaker, this development team has not been even sponsored by anybody. It is the initiative, and I want to thank them so much. They should keep up the spirit. Thank you, Mr. Speaker. Mr. Speaker, about this motion, regularization and licensing of power saw operations within the county. Aware that, Mr. Speaker, Article 69(1)A of the Constitution of Kenya 2010 mandates the state of ensure sustainability, exploitation, utilization, management, and conservation of the environment, natural resources, and to ensure the equitable sharing of the acquiring benefits. Further, aware that, Mr. Speaker, that the fourth schedule of the Constitution of Kenya 2010 assigns county governments the function of implementing specific national government policies on natural resources and environmental conservation, including forestry, concerned that the regulated operation of power source within the county has significantly contributed to illegal logging, deforestation, and the degradation of forest ecosystems, particularly in community and public forests, such as Kinyesha Mvua and Irizi forest. Noting that many power source operators within the county are engaged in indiscriminate logging and timber processing activities without valid licenses, formal training, or adherence to environmental conservation standards, and that these unregulated practices have resulted in extensive destruction of both indigenous and plantation forests. Further, noting that the absence of proper operational controls has led to rampant felling of young and protected trees, disruption of wildlife habitats, losses of biodiversity, depletion of water catchment areas, increased soil erosion, and worsening climatic conditions, including prolonged droughts and unpredictable rainfall patterns. Recognizing that these environmental consequences threaten not only the ecological balance, but also the livelihood of the communities who depend on forest resources for water, firewood, herbal medicine, and sustainable income generation. Further, recognizing that the lack of a regulatory and licensing framework at the county level has made it difficult for the Department of Water, Sanitation, Environment, Climate Change, and Natural Resources to monitor, control, and enforce sustainable forest utilization practices. Now, furthermore, now therefore, this third county assembly resolves that the county government, through the Department of Water, Sanitation, Environment, Climate Change, and Natural Resources, develops and submits to this assembly a policy and draft legislation to regulate, register, and license all power source operations within the county, Mr. Speaker. Mr. Speaker, if I may add, these machines called power source, we are not banning them, but we want to control them. They have done a great harm in environment. And Mr. Speaker, if you can remember also, the president is in the front line in trying to save the environment. And Mr. Speaker, it is my suggestion that we support the president by also minimizing the cutting down of trees. Mr. Speaker, when the trees are cut down, we are chasing away rain. And when we chase away rain, Mr. Speaker, we are inviting poverty and hunger. So, Mr. Speaker, we need to control these machines because they are very, very powerful and they are doing a great harm in cutting our trees. And therefore, Mr. Speaker, I want to urge my colleagues, honorable members, to support this motion so that we can control these machines, and the county government also will collect revenue. We have to come with a solution, and these power sources, they be paying the licenses. So I want to urge my colleagues, my honorable members, to support this motion so that the county also can benefit in adding some revenue. Thank you, Mr. Speaker. I want to point my neighbor here, Honorable Nancy, to second the motion. Thank you, Mr. Speaker.
Thank you, Mr. Speaker, sir. Mr. Speaker, sir, before, as I second this motion, I would like to add that we need to think about the future for us and our children, that if we protect this environment, at the end of the day, it will benefit us and the future generation. Thank you, Mr. Speaker, sir. I stand to second.
Honorable members, I now propose the question. Aware that Article 69(1)(a) of the Constitution of Kenya 2010 mandates the state to ensure sustainable exploitation, utilization, management, and conservation of the environment and natural resources, and to ensure the equitable sharing of the accruing benefits. Further aware that the fourth schedule of the Constitution of Kenya 2010 assigns county governments the function of implementing specific national government policies on natural resources and environment conservation, including forestry. Concerned that the unregulated operation of power source within the county has significantly contributed to illegal logging, deforestation, and the degradation of forest ecosystems, particularly in community and public forests such as Kinyeshamvua and Irizi Forest. Noting that many power source operators within the county are engaged in indiscriminate logging and timber processing activities without valid licenses, formal training, or adherence to environmental conservation standards, and that these unregulated practices have resulted in extensive destruction of both indigenous and plantation forests. Further noting that the absence of proper operational controls has led to rampant felling of young and protected trees, disrupting of wildlife habitats, loss of biodiversity, depletion of water catchment areas, increased soil erosion, and worsening climatic conditions, including prolonged droughts and unpredictable rainfall patterns. Recognizing that these environmental consequences threaten not only the ecological balance, but also the livelihoods of communities who depend on forest resources for water, firewood, herbal medicine, and sustainable income generation. Further recognizing that the lack of a regulatory and licensing framework at the county level has made it difficult for the Department of Water, Sanitation, Environment, Climate Change, and Natural Resources to monitor, control, and enforce sustainable forest utilization practices. Now, therefore, this third county assembly resolves that the county government, through the Department of Water, Sanitation, Environment, Climate Change, and Natural Resources, develops and submits to this county assembly a policy and draft legislation to regulate, register, and license all power source operators within the county. Honorable members, the floor is now open for debate. Honorable Dorcas Mlu.
Honorable Speaker, I thank you for allowing me to have a contribution in this motion. But maybe with your guidance, Honorable Speaker, I would wish to make an amendment in that motion. It is not only in the matters raised by Member Fongolia regarding the power source, but even the sand harvesting that is happening across Taita Taveta County is also something which has to be relooked into. And then maybe from there I can make my contribution, Mr. Speaker.
Honorable member, maybe can you treat that one as a separate item, maybe? Yeah. So that we finalize with this motion first concerning forestry. And then in the coming week, you can bring it up. Honorable Stephen Zai.
Thank you, Mr. Speaker, sir. I think according to Standing Order number 72, it allows member to amend the motion. Maybe clerk can check to the standing
Can we
order.
check
Thank you, Mr.
that
Speaker.
standing order? Okay, honorable members, let me touch on the amendment of a motion according to our standing order number 73-1, 3, 4, and 5. So let me read it. Amendments to motions, unless otherwise provided in these standing orders, any amendment to a motion which a member wishes to propose in accordance with these standing orders may be moved and if necessary seconded at any time after the question upon the motion has been proposed and before it has been put. 3. Upon any amendment to leave out any of the words of the motion, the question to be proposed shall be that the words proposed to be left out be left out. Number 4, upon any amendment to insert words in or add words at the end of a motion, the question to be proposed shall be that the words of the amendment be inserted or added. And then 5, upon an amendment to leave out words and insert or add other words instead, a question shall first be proposed that the words proposed to be left out of the question. And if that question is agreed to, the question shall then be proposed that the words of the amendment be therein inserted or added. But if the first question is negative, no further amendment may be proposed to the words which it has been decided shall not be left out. So, Honorable Member, and then I continue with the Standing Order 75, amendments to be relevant to the motion. That is Standing Order 75. Amendments to be relevant to the motion. 75. 1. Every amendment shall be relevant to the motion which it seeks to amend and shall not raise any question which, in the opinion of the Speaker, should be raised by a substantive motion after notice given. Number 2, no amendment shall be permitted if, in the opinion of the Speaker, it represents a direct negative of the question proposed. So, Honorable Member, can you maybe continue with your comments? Maybe
Mr. Speaker, thank you for your guidance. I sincerely appreciate, and let me just ignore the amendments for now, and I can come up with a motion of the matters in regards to sand harvesting. However, Mr. Speaker, I am calling upon the Department of Environment to take charge. It is very sad, Mr. Speaker. This county has a fully fledged department which has officers, trained officers, who earn salaries and allowances. I don't know what they do in that office, and the same department cannot even give us answers, even on the funds that have been channeled in this county, especially the donor fund. This department must pull up its socks, and if they don't want to work, they can as well resign and go, so that we allow other Kenyans in Taita Taveta County who can come and work for us. Everything regarding environment in this county is heckler skettler, Mr. Speaker. And I don't understand why Waziri, the CCM of that department, the CCO, are not even showing any remorsefulness to make sure that this county is in order. We have been blessed. God has blessed us abundantly in terms of the natural resources that we have. But how do we take care of them? And I wonder, Mr. Speaker, are these people being genuine to the governor of this county? Are they serving him justice? Are they also, do they know that the positions that we hold are rightfully given by God? Why are we joking around with the lives of people of Taita Taveta? Because we are not even serious with what we do. Apart from the power saw, we are having the sand harvesting, we are having the illegal grazing happening everywhere. What is not happening in this county, honestly? Mr. Speaker, I expected that when I was on my compulsory sabbatical leave, probably things would have changed. But unfortunately, we are still mark timing. We have the same issues, complaining about the same problems every day. It hurts, Mr. Speaker. It really hurts. As a representative from the people of Ronge, I think we need to wake up. It is too much. We have complained a lot. In the morning, I talked about something and I want to repeat it, Mr. Speaker, that when the forest catches fire, the chameleon must abandon the walking style of its ancestors. Thank you. I submit.
Honorable Jimmy Momidi.
Thank you, Mr. Speaker, sir, for the opportunity to also contribute to this motion. First and foremost, I want to thank Honorable Member from Golia for bringing that motion. Mr. Speaker, sir, indeed it's true, and I know it's the opinion of many. We have regulations within county government, within county and devolved units. Today we know, I may not have the full details, but I know if you want to cut down any tree within our county, there is a process you have to go through. And one of the persons sitting in the committee that approves that is the position of the CCM environment. Mr. Speaker, so indeed it is sad that despite all these several regulations around, we still having uncontrolled cutting down of trees, clearing of trees all over. We still have illegal logging. We have uncontrolled, there is a term used to the smaller trees called msoloko. I don't know what it is in English, but they are like poles. And these are immature trees. They are uncontrolled. Mr. Speaker, protect me from, there's a member who's laughing because I use msoloko. Mr. Speaker, that's just a name, it's a noun. A noun can be allowed not to have direct translation.
Honorable Stephen Zai.
Thank you, Mr. Speaker, sir. As the member in order, by using a vernacular language in this honorable house, and as we know, we have only, we are supposed to use only 3 languages: Swahili, English, and signs language. So can the member from Bundani correct the word msoloko? And maybe the msoloko, maybe in English, we call it round poles. Thank you, Mr. Speaker, sir.
Honorable Jimmy.
Thank you also for the correction. I even thought he's insulting us because we don't understand that language. I don't know where he's coming from. Kindly protect me, Mr. Speaker. I know he will rise in flames.
Honorable Jimmy, can you correct that one?
Thank you, Mr. Speaker, sir. Actually, for the sake of continuing with my point of argument, I wish to say I know what round poles are, and I know what msoloko is. And nouns, Mr. Speaker, sir, just like my name, if I ask you to translate my name, Mwamidi, how do you pronounce it or rather announce it in any other language? Apart from just mentioning Mwamidi, yet you're communicating in English. But out of your guidance, and for the sake and interest of time, I withdraw the word msoloko, but I say the immature trees which are found on the hills, I will not agree with the translation given because I know it is not. Thank you, Mr. Speaker, sir. If I may say, this wanton destruction of forests, this is what has led to flooding in the lower lands, like Voi. The reason why every time it rains, and like now we are going to go into the rainy season, especially on the uphill, all water rushes to the lowlands because there is no forest cover. There is no absorption, very little absorption of there is very little percolation of the water. So when it flows to the lower lands, we expect flooding in at the lower lands. So this is actually at the end of the day not only endangering our lives, risking our lives, but it's also making economic activities, slowing down economic activities and eventually development of the people of Taita Taveta. The emphasis to have a structured and designed way of managing this, because trees, yes, we still need trees for timber supply, firewood and everything. But again, we need to manage the way in which we replace or replenish the tree cover as we utilize the same trees. And in that regard, I also want to point an accusing finger to the Department of Environment for not being up to the task, because despite the fact that the policy is not very clear on managing of these things, but there are documents, smaller regulations, which can be utilized even as we are waiting for a clear county developed policy to increase controls and measures on how to do this. So, Mr. Speaker, sir, not only do I support this motion, I also wish that the process can be harnessed, that we have this documentation as early as yesterday to protect our environment. Thank you, Mr. Speaker, sir.
Honorable Joseph Molega.
Asante sana Mheshimiwa Spika. Kwanza kabisa nataka nimshukuru Mheshimiwa Solomon kutoka kuleta mwendo huu hapa ama kizungu motion. Mheshimiwa Spika, ni haki sheria ziwezi kuwekwa ili kuweza kutunza mazingira. Na kutunza mazingira, Mheshimiwa Spika, kwanza kitu cha kwanza pia kabla mti zikatwe basi tuwe na pia sheria za kwamba watu waweze kupanda miti. Kwa sababu Mheshimiwa Spika, katika miaka zilizopita tunaona kwamba mazingira yetu yalikuwa mazuri sana. Kwanza tukiangazia milimani za huku juu na milima zetu, miti zimekuwa ni mingi, lakini baada ya muda, wakati watu walianza kukata miti, basi mazingira yakawa kidogo yameenda chini mpaka sasa. Na ndiposa Mheshimiwa Spika, tunaona ya kwamba siku hizi Taita na Taveta kidogo mvua basi imekaa ni kwamba inanyesha leo, inakaa kwa muda hainyeshi. Na chanzo chote hicho ni kwa sababu ya mazingira yetu tumeharibu kwa kukata miti. Kwa hivyo Mheshimiwa Spika, sheria hii basi ni vyema idara ambayo inahusika iweze kuleta ili tuweze kupitisha na watu waweze kuhimizwa jinsi ya kutunza miti, na jinsi kama mtu anavyotaka kukata miti basi pia kuwe na sheria, akikata mti basi pia tuwe tunaweza kupanda miti. Kwa sababu Mheshimiwa Spika, eneo ambalo linatoka la Mwatate Ward, tukizingatia kwanza eneo la Mwandambogo mpaka Mgeno, Mheshimiwa Spika, huko ni kama jangwa. Na Mheshimiwa Spika, nataka niseme kwamba sisi eneo hilo sana tunategemea maeneo yetu ya juu ili kuweza kupata maji. Na Mheshimiwa Spika, kama watu watakuwa basi hawawezi kutunza mazingira, watakuwa wanakata miti, basi huku juu, sehemu za juu za milimani watakosa maji, na vile vile wakikosa maji inamaanisha pia watakosa chakula, kwa sababu hata mimea pia yenyewe inahitaji maji. Na hayo maji pia yanatokana na utunzaji wa miti. Sasa Mheshimiwa Spika, mimi naona kwamba sheria hii, idara hii inafaa ichangamke sana kwa mapema iweze kuleta sheria hizi ili watu wahimizwe umuhimu wake wa kutunza miti na tuweze kutunza mazingira yetu, kwa sababu Mheshimiwa Spika, tukiendelea namna hii basi inamaanisha kwamba eneo letu lote la Taita Taveta hata huku milimani basi kutakuwa ni jangwa, hakutakuwa kunanyesha, kwa sababu pia mvua inategemea miti ili iweze kufanya nini, kuweza kunyesha. So Mheshimiwa Spika, naunga mkono mwendo huu na napongeza sana Mheshimiwa Solomon ambaye ni mzee wetu katika bunge hili. Asante sana Mheshimiwa Spika kwa nafasi hii ulionipatia.
Honorable members, I now invite the motion mover to reply.
Thank you so much, Honour Speaker. Honour Speaker, first of all, I want to thank the honourable members who have really contributed, and plus those ones who have even not contributed. I know they are for this motion. So, Mr. Speaker, I wish to reply. Thank you, Mr. Speaker.
Honorable members, I now put the question. Aware that Article 69(1)(a) of the Constitution of Kenya 2010 mandates the state to ensure sustainable exploitation, utilization, management, and conservation of the environment and natural resources, and to ensure the equitable sharing of accruing benefits. Further aware that the fourth schedule of the Constitution of Kenya 2010 assigns county governments the function of implementing specific national government policies on natural resources and environmental conservation, including forestry. Concerned that the unregulated operation of power source within the county has significantly contributed to illegal logging, deforestation, and the degradation of forest ecosystems, particularly in community and public forests such as Kinyeshamvua and Irizi Forest. Noting that many power source operators within the county are engaged in indiscriminate logging and timber processing activities without valid licenses, formal training, or adherence to environmental conservation standards, and that these unregulated practices have resulted in extensive destruction of both indigenous and plantation forests. Further noting that the absence of proper operational controls has led to rampant felling of young and protected trees, disruption of wildlife habitats, loss of biodiversity, depletion of water catchment areas, increased soil erosion, and worsening climatic conditions, including prolonged droughts and unpredictable rainfall patterns. Recognizing that these environmental consequences threaten not only the ecological balance, but also the livelihoods of communities who depend on forest resources for water, firewood, herbal medicine, and sustainable income generation. Further recognizing that the lack of regulatory and licensing framework at the county level has made it difficult for the Department of Water, Sanitation, Environment, Climate Change, and Natural Resources to monitor, control, and enforce sustainable forest utilization practices. Now, therefore, this third county assembly resolves that the county government, through the Department of Water, Sanitation, Environment, Climate Change, and Natural Resources, develops and submits to this assembly a policy and draft legislation to regulate, register, and license all power source operators within the county. Will as many of that opinion say aye? Aye. Will as many of the contrary opinion say nay? The ayes have it. Honorable members, there being no other business, the House stands adjourned until Tuesday, 11th November, 2025 at 9:30 a.m.